Beats Planet.
Testing. It's beginning to look a lot like what? It's Voch Lombardi. What's up, y'all? Oh, wait a goddamn. Hold on, because we got video today. What the hell going on? We ain't got. Wait a minute. Let me. All right, we cool. What's up, y'all? Wait a minute. I got this light too heavy on me. Get this light off me. Ugh. What's happening, folks? Voch Lombardi, Lombardicus Prime, Keto, Cardio, Voch, all that good stuff. It's been a pretty busy day in terms of news. We actually had 3 news bits. It's just that one news bit was a lot more important than the first one. The first news bit was Jason and Belichick chilling. There's a lot of Illuminati theory going around about that. But then we cut Alan Hurns, and that turned into the biggest news. And then we get Travis Frederick clear for practice or whatnot, but that still didn't matter because of the Alan Hurns news. You know what I'm saying? So I did we did the little show. We did the situation earlier or whatever. And hold up, let me fix this. Time out. All right, cool. So we had the Alan Hurns situation, so we did blogs on it. When I say we, I mean the Dallas Cowboy YouTube community and whatnot. I had something to say. Brother Law, Mark, E2 Blue, like we all made our respective Alan Hurns reaction videos. But what I like to do is to set my phone lines up. And let me be doing that right now. I like to set my phone lines up so I can get y'all's reaction to it. I want to know how y'all feel. I want to know if y'all pissed off at the Cowboys for letting go of a player that we can actually use, or if you looking at it in the roster building GM mode type of setting, like, hey man, we can't afford to be paying $5 million to guys that's going to be the fourth receiver. There may be an opinion, that falls along the line of damn, if anything happens to Randall Cobb, you would love to have Alan Hurns on your team or whatever. So whatever train of thought you fall into, I just kind of wanted to set this up so you guys can, get your thoughts off. So I'm setting up my phone lines now as I set the table for you. Something else I thought about too. Let me take a sip of Happy Juice. Something else I thought about too is Stephen Jones undefeated in terms of this, in moving money, in terms of I'm a player, I want a contract, I'm going to fight for some leverage, and Stephen Jones in his side of the playing chicken, you know what I'm saying? Stephen Jones just ain't backing out on that. Stephen Jones just has he lost that exchange yet? Every time I miss Scouting Pro say, Voch, you better have an Alan Hurns memorial. I have an idea. Hang tight. So what was I just saying? Stephen Jones don't lose in terms of guys won their money. I want to say it started with DeMarcus Ware, but it was kind of some weird stuff after that. But really with DeMarco Murray. You know what I mean? Like when guys want their money and we like a player and we boom, boom, boom. But Steven just say, nah, you move with your uncle and auntie and bear let her finger wave, and he go, nah. And we would rather, let a guy go than to get held hostage by him, Now, do I think this $5 million will help us immediately? I don't know. I don't think so. Because the people that we're going to pay, we had money to pay them anyway. You know what I'm saying? We've been having conversation about paying these guys for months now. I don't think that all of a sudden, all right, y'all, we got a Pro Bowl running back, a Pro Bowl receiver, a franchise quarterback. We got to pay all of them $5 million. You know what I'm saying? I don't think $5 million is the the big difference here. I heard some rumblings, not even like official rumblings, because I'm not a reporter or nothing like that. I'm not that guy. But, just in terms of what the fans are saying on Twitter, it's a little warm in here, damn. What the fans are saying on Twitter in terms of, can we take that $5 million and potentially do something with Eric Berry? I say, But I always feel like the whole Eric Berry thing, I always feel like that wasn't about money necessarily. I just feel like that was more so of a he lays down and goes ouch, and we really ain't got room to have guys that you can't really depend on in that kind of way. So therefore Eric Berry really doesn't fit the bill that we trying to put together. People may not like Jeff Heath for whatever reason, but Jeff Heath shows up and he plays 16 games for you. I don't know how many games Eric Berry has played in the last few years, but that's a real conversation that you got to have. But I'm guessing my phone line people, they're having infrastructure problems, so I'm just gonna keep talking. And when we get the phone line set up, we'll just cross that road whenever we get that thing set up. Anyway. What else is on the table? So in terms of wide receiver, right? What can we win here? How can we lose here? And not even lose, because we got guys. And I said in my blog earlier, and I'm gonna do a lot more blogs because I like doing blogs now. That's why I got my little camera and my light set up and all that. In terms of the wide receiver room. Now, if this was 2018 and Allen Hurns say, give me my bread, and there's nothing y'all can do about it, I got leverage, then we're having a different conversation about Allen Hurns, because we kind of would need Allen Hurns in the 2017 situation. Because if we don't, then we're starting Deontay Thompson, we're starting Tavon Austin, we're starting Cole Beasley. That's a rough situation. You know what I'm saying? That's not fun. That ain't cool. That's not what you want. But in terms of, we got Amari Cooper, we got Michael Gallup, we got Randall Cobb. What exactly can Allen Hurns say to us now that we got this set up now? Because Allen Hurns, you go from starter to you fighting for 4 and 5. So where's your leverage now, Allen Hurns? You know what I'm saying? And I'm not even saying this to kind of shit on Allen Hurns or anything like that. It's just a business exchange. Allen wanted more money, but we ain't necessarily at that point to where we trying to pay you like that. You know what I'm saying? Because watch this. Because Jason Witten had like $5 million on his contract or something like that. And Stephen Jones, being the gangster that he is, Stephen Jones was like, no. No, my God. And now Jason Witten is making like the veteran minimum type of deal. And then Sean Lee was making like $6 or so million. Let me log into this thing. Sean Lee was making Sean Lee was making like $5 to $6 or so million. And Stephen Jones was like, no, because that ain't where we at now. We got options, I made a joke earlier. I made a joke earlier, not earlier today, but like last week or something like that. I was talking about Rolando McClain. I don't want Rolando McClain back on this team necessarily, but if he was to come back to this team, Rolando McClain would see Sean Lee on the bench healthy, and he'll be like, what the hell going on? You know what I'm saying? Because so much time has changed between these last 3 or so years that Rolando has been playing. Like we're in a different place now. Don't talk to me like I'm this Cowboys from 3 years ago. We're in a higher place, So if Sean Lee can take a pay cut, if Jason Witten can take a pay cut to properly fall within their bracket or whatever, their worth. I don't even want to say worth because that shit sounds trash or whatever, but the level player that they are and the type of leverage that they have and where they are in terms of what this roster is or whatever, Allen Hurns ain't really got the room to say, All right, cool. I'll take my $6.25 million and go sit on the bench somewhere. That's counterproductive. And what I like about Stephen Jones is that he noticed that counterproductivity and he got it off the books and he fixed it and he made it work. Kudos to damn Stephen Jones for doing that, especially when we got guys like, I'm not finna hype up Jalen Guyton like he's gonna be one of those guys, or my man's that played in Georgia. I forgot his name or whatever, but the kid that made like that one good day of practice or whatever. Like those guys, like Noah Brown. I'm not gonna hype those guys, but Tavon Austin, guys like John V. Johnson. I really feel like those guys are the main ones that take the big bump here. Like they get the big boost here. Reggie Brown, thank you. They're the ones that get the big boost here. So where, if they're sitting in a room and they're like, man, there's some competition in this room, boy, our livelihood is on the line, and boy, we got to sit up here and compete. Then Allen Hurns just goes. That makes it easier for you, And I'm always talking about redundancies or whatnot, right? Like, you build a roster with the least amount of redundancies as you possibly can. I mean, think about it. If you think about Allen Hurns, he's a guy that can play inside and outside for you. We got a Randall Cobb who's cheaper than Allen Hurns that can play inside and outside for you. I just think that's an interesting move there. You look at Allen Hurns compared to some of our speedy guys, and he's not as fast as our speedy guys. You look at him as a big guy compared to Noah Brown. This ain't even a team that uses big guys, but you would put Noah Brown more in a big guy conversation than Allen Hurns. So, you kind of got Allen Hurns in a situation where he's purely a depth guy. And good for Steven for saying, yo, man, we either need more work out you or less money. Excuse me. We need more work out you or we need less money. What you want to do. And, he's faster than John Vay and Jalen. You're not talking about Allen Hurns, are you, my good sir? Derek Savage. You ain't saying Allen Hurns is faster than John Vay and Jalen, because that ain't true. That ain't for real. And I don't even want to talk about 40 times. I don't even know Allen Hurns 40 times, but no, John Vay can fly. So it was just a real peculiar situation in terms of damn, Allen Hurns, now what, And we got these rookies that's costing less than $1 million. Tavon Austin took his pay cut. I forgot about that. Tavon took a whole pay cut. Tavon went from I think he was making like $6 million at the Rams or something like that, and now he's making that solid 1.5 or whatever the veteran minimum is or whatever. So what I like about that is that you got guys that are buying in terms of Tavon, Jason, Sean Lee. You have these older guys that are buying in. I'm sure Randall Cobb could have made some more money elsewhere, but he's taking $4 million to come play with us, and you just can't have that guy. And I don't even want to say it like he's a selfish player or nothing like that. I'm not calling Allen Hurns selfish, because it is his job to get his money. It's his job to get as much money as he possibly can. Because when I was just emailing with them people and they was talking about ad revenue and they was talking about yo, Voch, can we put some ads on your channel or whatever? I was talking about money. Get the most you can, but it just happens you're in a situation where you're with other receivers that are willing to take pay cuts, that are willing to take less money, all in the name of trying to win this bowl. Because it ain't like we don't want Allen Hurns. If you look at the wording of the reports that came out, nobody said we just wanted to cut Allen Hurns because he was a piece of shit. They were saying, yeah, like, yo, man, we would love to have him, but shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, that was the language, that was the wording. So it just sucks, man. It just sucks for Allen Hurns, and it just sucks for Allen Hurns, bro. Because I really wanted this dude on our team, man. He got hurt here, so in actuality, I kind of wanted him to come back here to redeem himself here and actually be a part of this thing, because he wasn't going to win a Super Bowl in Jacksonville and nothing like that. And to be fair, whatever team he goes to, I take that back because he could go like to the like the Patriots or something. You know what I'm saying? But it comes down to price. It comes down to price because what this could be. Watch this, y'all. This could be I'm just gonna test the market move. You know, because if he goes to different teams talking about this 6.25 mess and nobody goes with it, like nobody goes along with his 6.25 mess, he can come back. He can come back. I just think you don't want to waste valuable camp reps. You don't want to be on a team and we know what you can do. Then you leave. Then John V. Johnson get here and he could do totally different things than you can, and he actually does better in your absence. If you Allen Hurns, that ain't what you want. You don't want John V. Johnson to be fantastic in your absence or nothing like that. So that's just what that is. I can't get these phones going because my cell phone provider said, I'm gonna try it one more time. We're gonna cross that road. Coach Evans was asking, is Allen Hurns healthy? He healthy. He's running around or whatever. He's working out. You know, he tore his leg up in the post game in the Rams, Seahawks playoffs or whatever. He tore his leg up in the playoffs, but I think he's healthy now. So yeah, I think Coach Evans is asking because he's thinking about Allen Hurns to the Baltimore Ravens. I think that'll be a cool little fit. Allen Hurns is a guy that can play inside and outside, and you know he can. He's a nuanced route runner kind of sort, and he makes things work. Brian Brown, peep this out. You asked me about the Fantasy Football League. Do what you need to do, Brian Brown, because I know you listen right now. Appreciate you for the 25 and the PayPal, sir. I don't know if you're a Patreon member per se, but you put enough money in the PayPal to where like that shit kind of evens out. So hit me on Twitter, Voch Lombardi, or YouTube in the comments or something, Voch Lombardi, or hit me in the just somewhere with your email or whatever, Brian Brown, so I can get you up in there because you really hold it down for the Doski Woski. And hey, I got phones with your goof ass. So all right, look, as I continue to set this up, y'all go ahead and call into the show, 515-606-5187, access code 309-104. Go ahead and call in so by the time I set this up, you'll be in line or whatever, so I can get y'all's reactions to really whatever y'all want to talk about because, boom, because I always say that this is y'all's show, but my name just on it, so y'all can really talk about whatever the hell y'all want to talk about. But if you have a reaction to Allen Hurns and or if you have a reaction to me asking the question if Stephen Jones is undefeated, whatever you want to talk about, Travis Frederick being back, Travis being back, you know what I'm saying? Just whatever y'all want to talk about, we're going to have that conversation. We're going to feature you, and we have a caller now. Let's run it for the cardio. 503, what's happening? Who this?
Voch, this is Desmond in Oregon.
What up, Des? What you got for the show, brother?
Man, I was expecting Allen to get cut. I just didn't know it would be this soon. I thought maybe, it would be after we had, a little time, going over with training and then see what we got. But obviously they feel good about what they got. So my guy got kicked to the curb.
Sure. And then like something that I thought was interesting was the urgency of it, like they didn't want Allen Hurns to even get on the plane, you know what I'm saying? Like they just say stay back in Dallas, because like they ain't let him compete. Allen Hurns could have had the best off seasons of his career or whatever. So it was all interesting, man. I totally agree.
We're not that loaded where they can't compete and find out who's got better and who hasn't. Mm-hmm. And he was around the star a lot on the off season, so that's why I thought they'd give him a better chance. But I guess that's how things go when they're moving around money and getting ready to do some other things. Would you agree with that?
Absolutely. I don't know, okay, so Allen Hurns was owed his cap hit was 6.25, and we're gonna have $1.25 million in dead cap space, so that's kind of okay. And we get $5 million free dollars in cap space. So I don't think we're going to take that $5 and put it towards anybody's contract. But you know, I was saying earlier that some people were saying, "Hey, let's go get Eric Berry with this $5 million, or let's go get a like a D tackle with this with this $5 million or whatever." And I'm kind of open to any kind of movement just to add them and let them compete with our guys or whatever. So we'll see what happens.
Right. It's not a surprise, but hopefully we're going in the right direction. And I believe you said in another video that expect more big things to happen. So I appreciate your show, and I've been a long time listener, and keep doing your thing.
Appreciate it, man. I just plugged you in as platinum, so next time you call in, you'll be at the top of the list. Appreciate you, brother.
Oh boy.
Yes, sir. That was some excitement, boy. Dez love that. He said, "Oh yeah." He said, "Oh boy, we platinum." He said, "Look, you can hear Dez. You can hear him rubbing his hands." He went. We platinum, boy. Yes, sir. Salute to my platinum callers, man. Got another one. Angel, what's up?
Hey, what's up, Voch?
Chilling, man. Turn down your laptop for me. Okay, you good. What's up, brother?
I was in a noisy area. My fault, bro.
Yeah, I got you.
Not much. Today, I mean, I don't know. It's kind of weird with Allen Hurns being cut. How much a lot of people are, I guess, kind of taken back by it. But it's like, I mean, I think it was the whole how he went out in the playoffs. His leg, and I think as fans we get so loyal to players and so sentimental. So I think that's kind of where you see that drawback.
Mm-hmm.
But wherever this money can go, I don't think it's so much talent acquisition. I was listening to one of y'all, and somebody just kind of breezed over this point, but I think it was a very good point in that a lot of Super Bowl winners have basically either been the Patriots or teams that have really good defenses.
Yeah.
So I think with the Patriots, that's Bill Belichick, man, with the Romo comments and all that. I think Bill Belichick's just that good of a coach. He's a Nick Saban, just that coach. And the only way you're going to just be able to overtake him and what he can do scheme-wise is by having just an immense amount of talent. So I think as long as the Cowboys keep building this talent the way they are with the defense, I think for a long time offensively, they've been able to do some pretty good things, but just on par about what, just what every pretty real good offense does. But I think you need something more than that. And I think you just need a legendary coach, man, or just a great defense that can just overtake any scheme. So I think they're on the right direction talent-wise with defense. I'm just still a little nervous, man. I'm pumped. I see it all, but it's, every year it feels like we have talent. It feels like we had that team. And I think somebody was going to do a video of the talent we had like 3 years ago compared to what we have now. I think that was you.
Yeah, that was me. Yeah.
Yeah, man, and you said, every year it seems like, we're saying, hey, man, we have the talent. It's like we can compete with anybody, and it does. And, we're not bluffing about that. We know our team inside and out. I think I was hearing people making points about the Eagles and talking about how they have these backup running backs, and out of the same breath, they're like, well, I don't even know who the Cowboys' backup running back is. I'm like, well, they're damn near on this, same par, Whoever their backup is, compared to ours, it doesn't take as much homework to know who the Eagles' backup and who their depth is, to know who the Cowboys' depth is. The same guy was even thinking that, I think it was Nick Wright, was thinking that Rod Smith was still on the team. So, as much as they talk about the Cowboys, they don't really do their homework.
Yeah.
And we come across as delusional because we know our team and we feel real good about the roster. But just those coaches, man. If we can just get, unless Sean Payton's coming over or we build up on defense, man, and just at every spot we're just, we have Pro Bowlers to Hall of Famers right there. I feel like that's what we need, man. It's not Dak, it's not the offense. I just think it's the scheme or just having that defense, man. So that was just kind of what I had on my mind.
I think we good to go, man, and appreciate it, man. Thanks for the call or whatnot. But I think you were watching my video you said or whatnot. If you look at where the roster was the years where we thought we had good rosters, we really weren't that good. You know what I'm saying? But then if you take a look at where we are now and, look at the talent and put that into perspective or whatever, we're way better now than we were at first. So Miss Scouting Pro said, are we going to have a Allen Hurns memorial? Give me 30 seconds. Brandon.
What's going on, Voch? How you doing, my brother?
Do me a favor. We're about 5 seconds away from having this Allen Hurns memorial. Would you please say something nice? Would you please say something nice about Mr. Allen Hurns, please, sir?
And I miss my Uncle Charles, y'all.
No, say something nice about Allen Hurns, man. So we can have this Allen Hurns memorial. Go ahead.
May his leg rest in peace, and may he get that bag somewhere else.
Damn. What else? Say something else nice about Allen Hurns. Say something positive.
Hey, man, he was good while he was here.
Damn.
I want him to get paid, for real.
Too soon, man. Too soon. Hey. He was only here for a year. He was only here for a year. He didn't even
a year and not even a camp.
Damn.
Damn. They take the too soon. Why, Lord?
Why they gotta take him from us, man? Why they gotta? Damn, man. They gotta take him so young, man. That man was 20.
I've never seen a man cry. Until I seen a man get cut. In the words of Scarface.
We ain't even draft the receiver. Them kids is undrafted. We picked them up after the draft. Them kids. Damn.
Hey, this the thing though, man. This the thing though. This is the year where we can afford to do things like this.
Damn.
I mean, it's a lot of huge talent out there on this roster right now. You looking at Allen Hurns, he was the fourth, maybe the fifth best receiver on this roster.
Damn. Yeah.
So, the crossroads dude was coming for him either way.
Yeah.
It was just a matter of time before he was reaching him. And Allen Hurns already had a bad leg, so he was catching up to him.
Damn. Yeah. And I've been saying for a while that Cowboy fans, like we're not used to having a really, really good team like in this era. Like in the salary cap era, you know what I'm saying? Like the best Cowboy teams we know, like there were no salary caps. So I would say this is the best salary cap era team that we have, and we just got to get used to cutting good players and more to come. Wait till them D linemen fall off the face of the earth and get pushed off a bridge and time out, put time by your head. Damn. You were so young.
Wow, Lord.
Listen, man, but we just gotta be prepared, to lose guys. I talk about D line all the time, man. Like we got about 10, 11, 12 guys that can go, then let alone add in the backup guys that you like Kerry Hyder, let alone the good guys that you have, the good young guys that you have faith in, like Dorrance Armstrong, the draft picks and Joe Jackson. Like we got a lot to consider and think about, and we're gonna have to cut some guys that we like. So it's a good problem to have.
Not gonna make it to the practice squad.
Yeah, no, and that's another point. Like we got good rookies and we got good undrafted guys. We just can't throw everybody on the practice squad. There's no way you can put Mitch Hyatt on practice squad. No way. Somebody gonna take him. John V. Johnson get taken. You can put Ricky Wagner there. You can put Dietrich Wise there. You can't put Joe Jackson on practice squad. Not gonna be able to do it.
No way. Not Papa Joe.
Never. Absolutely won't.
Now, get this. Who is your sixth now? Sixth wide receiver.
I would have to say big three: Tavon, John Vay, and Noah Brown so far.
Noah Brown. You not sick of that experiment yet?
Sound like
you make my stomach turn right now, man.
Sound like you got somebody else in mind. Who you think? Sound like you on board with Tavon and John Vay, but you trying to push Noah Brown off the bridge for.
No, I like Cedric Wilson better than Noah Brown. Cedric Wilson does the wide receiver things better than Noah.
Sure. I would say the one advantage that Cedric Wilson has that some of these other guys don't have is that I think you can put Cedric on practice squad and nobody will take him. I do think that's a real thing. You know what I'm saying?
I think that he will prove himself, though, man.
Cedric,
Like, I really think that he didn't get a chance to really show out last year.
Yeah.
Health willing, he'll get a chance to do that.
We'll see. We'll see. And look, to be fair, if he's healthy and he runs his routes well and he's really like he takes somebody's spot, I love to have him. Like I don't have no favoritism here. I just want the best guys. You know? Like I have guys that I like, but if you give me the best 6, let's run it. And if Cedric Wilson ends up being better than Noah Brown, so be it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I like what you said earlier. I do think that this is just kind of like, I don't want to say like a smoke screen, but Allen Hurns' way of just going out and kind of like exploring his options.
Sure.
Like you ever seen like a hall pass in a relationship?
Mm-hmm. Damn.
Like he just get to go out there, just see what's out there.
just
seeing that the grass is green out. Yeah.
Yeah. One time, you know what I'm saying? Just one time for the culture, and then just come back and no ass no more. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
And then just coming back, you know what I'm saying, and seeing how good he really got it. Coming back and then taking that like 2.5 or that 3 that we give him. Call it in a day.
I would imagine that if he won 6.25 from us, that if he goes somewhere else, he would have won 6.25 from them. And I would imagine that it takes a special kind of team to give him that. You know, Buffalo may be a team to give him to him. The Jets could possibly be a team. I hope the Giants, got some money to give him or something. I don't know. Like I want Allen Hurns. I want Allen Hurns and his moms to get paid and all that, so they can be good. So his children can be straight. But. Mm-hmm. Boy, you the ops now, so shit. You better pick somebody that ain't on the schedule. Shit.
Exactly. Hey, if you do, you know what I'm saying, you catching that L.
Shit. Anyway, what else you got? That's it. So before I hang up on you, because I got 3 other callers.
No, I want to talk about what you said about Stephen Jones.
Go ahead, sir. Go ahead.
You said, do we think that he's undefeated?
Yeah.
He has been undefeated, but I don't think that he's faced anybody who got those figurative hands yet.
I would say DeMarco Murray. I would say I totally hear what you're saying. I would say DeMarco Murray had figurative hands in terms of, bro, like I'm a part of this Tony Romo formula. I just got 1,800 yards. We just made this playoff run. Now look, to be fair, if DeMarco Murray was like 23 years old, them some different kind of hands. So I totally agree. I feel you on that.
That's right.
Okay. So I feel you on that. Yeah, this is a different set of hands that Zeke and Coop and Dak got. So that makes sense. Stephen Jones maybe has some easy fights. He ain't really fighting nobody that's worth fighting yet. Yeah, sure. Yeah, okay.
Mm-hmm. This pretty boy Floyd.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. Yeah, okay, cool. Okay, I got you.
So I really want to see how he gonna act when they really put him to the fire,
Yeah.
Because he been flexing. Like, Stephen Jones been flexing on these guys who ain't got no leverage.
If y'all... This is what I want everybody to do. I want everybody to go to their podcast app and go, like it's a 105.3 radio station. It's the Ben and Skin show. And they had D-Law's agent on, whatever his name is. And yeah, and
I remember that one.
I want to play it just to kind of, just for the culture or whatever. And D-Law's agent was so fed up with Steven. He was so fed up with Steven that he was actually about to call D-Law like, hey man, you might not be a Cowboy this year. F them. He like, fuck them.
Just on the strength.
off the strength, you know what I'm saying? So that might be a thing. Maybe at the end of the show, I'll actually play that clip just to kind of put a little bit of just to put a audio to the thingamajig or whatever. But that's interesting. Yeah, appreciate it. Listen,
did Steven take that L?
Hell no, because D-Law agent wanted like 25 or some shit or something like that. And Steven came down, but I do think eventually Steven said, all right, cool, whatever. I'll just go ahead and pay him. But it wasn't easy though. Like it wasn't like Steven got them hands. Like he didn't get whooped. Like it was a cool lit fight or whatever.
No doubt.
Yeah,
I feel you.
We'll see about it.
That's all I got.
I'm gonna get these calls out the way, and I'll probably play that interview towards the end of the show. Appreciate you.
All right, that's all I got for you, my brother.
Yeah, Dosky Woski.
Peace.
Yeah, John King says talk defense. I feel like that's not the only time I saw you say talk defense. I don't know. Drop a super chat and I'll talk some defense. We'll see. 404, what's happening? Who this?
It's Brian Brown.
Brian Brown. Hey, man. Listen, man. Are you a fantasy football player, Brian Brown?
Oh, hell yeah.
That's what I want you to do, Brian Brown, because you're a pillar of this community. I don't know if you got Twitter, and I don't know if you got Facebook, or I don't know if you got Instagram, or I don't know if you're on my Patreon. I don't know what your preferred platform is. Send me an email
on your Patreon.
Okay, cool. Send me an email or something. Send me a little message or something with your email or something, so I can put you in the league. So I can go ahead and get you set, so nobody will take your spot, because you definitely do a lot for this channel. So I definitely appreciate you, sir.
I appreciate what you do.
Oh man, appreciate it. What are your thoughts on this whole Alan Hurns thing?
My thoughts on the whole Alan Hurns thing is, if he was going to stay with the team, he's going to be the number 4 wide receiver.
Yeah.
He's probably only going to get maybe 300 yards. He's not going to be that big of a factor unless we have a big injury. And he's taking away playing time for young receivers that we want to develop.
Sure.
So I'm not that upset that he's not on the team.
I feel you. So one of my biggest worries about Hurns is that if we were to keep him on the team, we're not paying for him, but we paying for peace of mind. That if anything happens to Randall Cobb, we got a guy that we feel good about. We don't know that Noah Brown can be like a receiver that you can give 60 plays to a game and he do everything the right way, or that John Vay or that Jalen or that even Tavon Austin can be healthy for you for 16 games, So I just think Alan Hurns gives us a little bit of security, but you're absolutely right. I would like to see the young guys develop. Plus, it's not like we're in a situation to where we need Alan Hurns. He's not our core. Our core guys are the big 3 guys, which is Cooper Gallup and Cooper Gallup and Randall Cobb. He'll just be a 6.25 on the bench guy, and that's not good for your salary cap, I would say.
And to be honest with you, I'm not that high on Tavon Austin either. He can't
Oh
stay
boy,
healthy.
Oh boy, talk to him, Brian. Talk to us. Let us know.
Well, I'd rather see what the younger guys can do.
Yeah, I feel you. I agree. I just think I think John Vay Johnson is really the one to look at. If I had to put my money on anybody, I think he's the one. So we'll
I'm high on him. I'd like to see what Cedric Wilson can do.
Cedric Wilson is another young. So we have options, and that's the big difference between this year and last year when we signed him, is that we have options. We have guys that we can go to. I just never seen him play before, but we'll see what happens.
I agree.
All right. Appreciate you, my man. Don't forget to send me that email so I can get your spot taken care of. And thank you for everything, sir. My next move, just because I like to, be transparent on this show and let everybody know where their donations are going. I did a blog today, and my blog was pretty dope, I think. So my next move is to get a microphone for my camera. For this doodad I just put in the camera. I want to get a microphone for that, so when I'm doing my blogs, we get pretty good audio on my blog. So that's where the next set of donations are gonna go. Appreciate you, Brian Brown.
Appreciate you. Thank you.
Yes, sir. I tell you what, man, that man is a pillar in our community. He's a role model. He's a leader. He's fantastic. I got call ID on this one. Mitchell?
Yes, sir. Thank you for taking my call.
What's happening? What you got for the show?
Well, what I'm asking is, they basically beat on it already. But what I'm asking is, I know damn well that this ain't going to do anything for Ezekiel Elliott, right? As far as the contract, right?
Nah. I think that everybody that we were gonna pay, we had the money to pay them anyway, and that this free $5 million wouldn't do very much to change that or anything.
That's kind of what I was thinking. But why Alan Hurns, man? Why not? we got why?
Because Allen Hurns makes $6.25 million. Tavon Austin makes 1.2. Jalen Guyton is on.
Tavon Austin can't make it on the field, bro.
Damn, it's still less than 6.25. Randall Cobb makes less than 6.25. Michael Gallup makes less than 6.25. I think Allen Hurns is the second most paid wide receiver behind Amari Cooper. I think Cooper makes 13, and then right after that is Allen Hurns.
Oh, well, Cooper's number one, of course.
Yeah. Of course.
Of course.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
I don't know, man. This is the first time I got on your show. I appreciate your show, man. I love you.
Yeah, no doubt, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah, from Kansas, man. I love you, man. Keep up your work, and I appreciate you taking my call, man.
Yes, sir. Doski Woski, that was amazing. I just typed you in as platinum, so next time you call, you go to the top of the list. Appreciate you,
platinum?
Sir.
I went platinum.
You platinum, boy. You platinum.
Hey, Kansas went platinum, y'all.
Oh.
I love you, man.
Appreciate it, dog.
Later.
Yeah. I'll tell you what. Just because you're crying don't mean you're sad. Yep. we can actually do the I tell you what challenge if y'all want to pull that off. Brandon, call back in with I tell you what. Let's do it. 214. What's happening? Who this?
What up, OG? It's Dominique.
Cool and Don. What's up, bro? What you make of this Allen Hurns situation?
Man, I honestly got a couple thoughts that come to mind when I think about it.
Let's do it.
Firstly, I do hear what you're saying when you said, contractually, $5 million doesn't make a lot of difference, and we already had the money to pay these guys.
Sure.
My thought about that is that gives the players more leverage because in their mind, y'all got more money, y'all can pay us.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And my second thought with that is if you're going to free up that $5 million, what are you going to do with it?
Sure.
And that's another reason why I think that it can go towards specifically Amari's deal.
Yeah.
Amari and Zeke's deal. I mean, I don't see the Cowboys really spending that $5 million this year on anybody. And if it was anybody, I could see it being what's my guy? He keeps tearing his Achilles from Kansas City, the safety. You're just talking about
Barry.
Oh,
Eric Barry. Yeah.
Yes, sir. The only two players that I would want to be, or I would feel comfortable paying that $5 million, is either Eric Barry or either Trey Boston, both safeties.
Sure.
And so, but my thought is, I don't think that the Cowboys are really going to use that $5 million. My other point is, with them letting Allen go right now, do you think that means that they're comfortable with rolling with 5 receivers? And also, do you think that elevates John Bear Johnson in their mind? Because, I mean, right now, like you said, we're only looking at rookie options to replace Hurns. So that tells me that they've got to feel really, really comfortable about John Bear. So I just kind of wanted to, get those out there because those are some thoughts that came to my mind, and I just wanted to, kind of hear your piece on it. So.
Let me run something by you because I just kind of thought about this. You said that releasing Hurns, does that mean that that we feel comfortable going with 5 receivers? I tell you what. What if we're going shorter at receiver because we want to go deeper somewhere else? You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, what if once upon a time we was like, hell yeah, we'll have 6 receivers, but we see all the D-line guys that we have. But it'll just make a lot more sense if we go, hey, man, let's just cut this guy, save this money, go short at receiver, put this guy practice squad, and let's just go heavy in the spots where we really need it. I think that's interesting thinking about it in that way.
Right. Because, in one spot, I'm thinking we saving money and we also save a roster spot. Because, inevitably, I think that Allen Hurns would have made the roster had he still been on the team.
Sure.
So that's going to free up a spot for maybe, we don't have to cut Joe Looney anymore. Maybe we don't, we don't have to let Taco go anymore as much as, you want to push him off the bridge. I've called him before and I said I was kind of feeling that way too. So, excuse me, but I mean, I think that it's a really interesting thing. I think that it may be more for the roster spot than the $5 million. I'm not sure because I mean it's so many factors that come into play with this cut.
Absolutely. Fantastic, man. I like that. So for everybody listening in, man, take those tidbits and kind of think about it, and let's just try to be a little more deeper thinking and just not look at the surface and say, oh, he got cut because of $5 million. I mean, maybe he got cut because we don't want to go that yeah. So yeah, just everybody think of that. Appreciate it, Don. I just plugged you in platinum, so. Shit, appreciate you. So next time you call in,
bro.
you go to the top of the list. Appreciate you.
Appreciate it. Love the show, bro. Keep up the good work, bro. I'm gonna hit that Patreon soon. I got you, bro. Thank you.
God bless you. Appreciate you, man.
Yes, sir.
I tell y'all what, man. I just love to interact with the people here. Just all the time out, y'all. Watch this, y'all. Watch this. 267. Hello.
Yo, Voch.
Yeah, what's happening?
Hey, man, what's up? This is Al from Philly, man.
What's up, Al? Turn your radio down.
All right, my bad.
No, you good.
It's AKA one for each finger. That's my handle.
All right.
Sir.
I'll plug that in. One for each finger. That's funny. Go ahead, sir. What you think about?
No, look. If anything, man, I'm a little disappointed by them cutting Hurns or whatever. If anybody, I think they should have let Noah go. I like Hurns over Noah.
Yeah.
I don't know if Hurns' injury had anything to do with their decision. If maybe he wouldn't handle himself well in camp or whatever, but it's a sad day for me. Hurns is my man. He was a sleeper to me. He hurt teams in that fashion.
I agree.
That third down go-to guy.
I agree in terms of I like Hurns a little better than Noah Brown, but I don't think this had anything to do with like skill level. I just think situation. You know what I'm saying? Like. And you want to talk about a third down guy, man. So, boy, we got like 4 of those now. But he just happened to be making too much money. He just happened to be coming off an injury. We just happened to have a deep roster. And you were saying that you would rather Noah Brown. Why didn't we cut Noah Brown? Shit, we might still cut Noah Brown.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I'd rather Noah go first than Hurns. Make me feel a little better.
Damn, let me hold on. Let me cut Crossroads back on. Why did he have to go? Why didn't you take Noah? Damn.
Hey man, I listen to your game breakdown films, man. They're the best, bro.
I appreciate you.
I'm getting out there myself with you, Mark, and Law Nation and those guys, but I'm learning from y'all, so.
All right, man. Appreciate it. Well, if you got a brand or something that you want to plug, go ahead and plug it. I ain't even gonna charge you for it. Go ahead and plug your stuff.
But no. Let me finish. Right now you can catch me one for each finger. Like I said, my channel. And like I said, I'm building it right now, so okay. I got a few subscribers.
Okay.
Come check me out. It's a fix for that 6. That's my name.
All right, y'all. One for each finger. Stay tuned, and we're gonna try to get some views your way, brother. Appreciate you.
I appreciate that, Voch, man.
Yes, sir.
All right. You're good, bro.
Yes, sir. So when we're having this conversation about Allen Hurns, we have to take into account the salary cap, the roster moves in terms of the competition around them. So, it's a very peculiar situation that we have here when we come across $100,000. Let's $100,000. We have a call. $100,000. Hello.
Yes, sir. In times like these,
Right.
you have to take into account
Sure.
that
Yes.
we have young pups on the roster
Absolutely.
that can do what he can do and possibly do it better.
100.
We have a Noah Brown that can play slot. He can play the slot. He can play a whole bunch of different positions.
Absolutely.
So you can't count Noah Brown out, and he's cheaper.
Yes.
And Alan Hurns didn't want to take a pay cut. They wanted to keep him, but they lowballed him, and he said no.
Oh, that's unfortunate, man. Because I'll tell you that boy, oh boy, Noah Brown, he is special. Oh, he is special. 100 grand.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
Oh,
and now Cobb is special. Coop is special.
Oh, good.
We have an outstanding receiving core. Outstanding receiving core.
Terrific.
And I feel sorry for the young lad. I feel sorry for him. I really do. It's
the old chap.
Day.
The old
I
chap.
hope he gets picked up by another team.
Oh,
and
absolutely.
he does well.
Oh, I'm sure it was all for a good positive reason. I'm sure that there was no negativity. Everyone shook hands and we left like gentlemen. I'm sure there were. Hold on, let me clear my throat. 100 grand, what's good, famo? Shit.
What's up, homie?
Boy, what the hell going on, this boy? That boy say, look, that boy say, send my bread. Steven say, shit, boy, you get your goof ass out of my office with that 6.25. What are you talking about?
Exactly. We trying to save money over here, man. First of all, we not going to pay you to come off the bench. Are you crazy?
What are you talking about?
Pay you $6 million to come off the bench?
To rotate?
This ain't the NBA, brother.
To rotate? That boy wanted 6 to be on the bench. I say, what? That boy trying to win 6. Boy trying to win 6 man of the year. What's going on, dog?
Exactly, man. Last time I checked, his name ain't Lou Will. So I mean, come on, dog. Come on, dog. I mean, everybody. I understand it. He held on to the ball when he got hurt. I understand that. I get that. I appreciate the man for that. But unfortunately, we have a salary cap.
Yeah. Yeah. Shouts out to your boy Steven, though. Shouts out to your boy. Yeah.
If you want to blame some people, blame Dak for wanting his money, blame Zeke for wanting his money, and blame Coop for wanting his money. That kicked your boy off the bridge.
Damn.
It did. Because they wouldn't have said, hey, bro, come to the office real quick. You making 6 right now. I mean, think we could knock that down to 2 or 3, you know what I mean? And like, do that for the team real quick, dog.
Yeah.
That wouldn't have happened if they ain't want their money.
Yeah. Politicking, man. Politicking, man. They got to do it. Look, check this out. Pick this out, though, dog. They was like, so now, Dak, now, if you want this dollar amount, some of your teammates won't be able to get paid. And Dak say, damn, I can't have that. Which guy? He was like, Alan Hurns. You're like, shit, go ahead and cut Alan Hurns so I can get my bread, boy. You know what I'm saying?
Get Alan Hurns the hell up out of here, dog.
Yeah.
I got Coop, man. Come on, man.
You
Get
know?
him the hell up out of here. And my new toy, Cobb. Night Cobb. What? Come on, man. We don't need him.
I feel you, man. It's cool or whatever. Like, it's dope. Like, shouts out to Alan Hurns, man. He was here for a smooth 365 days. Like, I feel like he got signed right around this time, right before training camp. So he was here. Yeah, but I'm sorry, dog. This ain't the
mom
move.
Is great. He has a great mom. All that
good
He's
stuff.
A great guy. He's a wonderful young man that does good for the community.
But holla at you.
See you later.
Alligator.
See you later, man.
Yeah.
Football's a business, man.
Ain't it?
And I'm sorry. He just got to go. You got to go.
No hard feelings. It's business.
It's not. It's just business is business. This is football.
It's business.
You want people to get paid. This is what happens.
And I ain't really.
More of that.
And then look.
Hey, Lyle. I hope you looking at this, Lyle, because I think you next, bro. I'm being 100. I think he next.
Leo gonna have to have a long conversation with
himself.
himself.
$9 million right there. You cut that boy. That's $9 million.
Talk to him.
Now we got 14. The sign, you know what I'm saying? The sign Coop and Dak. Because I don't think Zeke gonna get his contract this year. It ain't happening, brother.
Probably not.
I don't think he's gonna get his contract this year, man.
Who cares though? long as his ass is on the field, September 1st. Shit.
Yeah, exactly. No, he's gonna be, or he's gonna be a Cowboy for another year. He ain't got no choice.
Yeah.
What choice does he have? And let me tell you something. If those rookies, don't let those rookies be good, because that's. Then you gonna get a trade. I'm telling you. Don't let one of them rookies come out the gate on fire, boy.
Let me tell you something, man. It's two things that can happen that could really make La'el Collins sweat. Either Conor McGovern come out here whooping everybody, or La'el Collins get hurt just a little bit.
Oh, if he get hurt, I think it's done.
Oh, boy, we gonna go straight into 2020 offensive line, and we ain't gonna look back. And we ain't gonna look back.
If he get hurt, that's a done deal, man. But one thing about this cutting, man, I think that makes room for Randy, man. If he decides to come back, because if he comes back, he on the team. Tell you that right now.
Yeah, pretty much.
He's on the team.
Sure.
We all know he's on the team. And there's your roster spot right there, buddy. Come right on in.
It is what it is. What you think about your boy Stephen Jones not complying with all that foo-foo shit? You know what I'm saying? With him saying, I want 6.2 and Stephen going, all right. I'll let you. What you think about your boy Steve?
That's the difference between Stephen and Jerry. Stephen not playing, bro. This is a whole new this is a whole new game. This a whole new deal here, man.
Stephen
don't care nothing about you.
Playing Monopoly, boy.
Don't care nothing about Jerry. Listen, if Jerry love you, Jerry will find a job for you when you retire. You will work for the Cowboys some type of way. Jerry, make sure you good. Stephen, all right.
I was thinking about this too. I was thinking about this too, man. I think the only thing Jerry Jones does nowadays is like he seals the deals with like free agents. You know what I'm saying? Like if guys fly in, you know what I'm saying? Jerry Jones walk around with his arm on your shoulder, bringing you lemonade, and champagne glasses. Look at this field, son. You know how much money went into this field. You know what I'm saying? I think that's what Jerry does. But in terms of like,
and Jerry's a good salesman, man. He goes out, he talks to the sponsors, he tries to get new sponsors. That's his job.
Yeah.
Stephen Jones is in charge of the team.
Yeah,
that's his baby. This team is all Stephen and Will McClay. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, and Will McClay signed off on this too now.
Yeah.
Come on, we ain't letting him go if Will and say,
we
just let him go.
Yeah, we good. Yeah, we good at receiving. Yeah, get him up out of there.
That's why I'm not bugging. Y'all trust Will McClay, man. Will McClay ain't making his move if he ain't see nothing in those other practices that we had that made him say, all right, man, we good. We really don't need him. He just taking up space and money.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So we ain't losing nothing. Everybody crying and all this. Oh, we losing. No, we not.
This my thing, man.
Like you said, he probably wasn't gonna make the team anyway.
It was gonna be rough. It wasn't gonna be easy. That motherfucker wasn't just gonna be guaranteed a spot. Like he ain't have his parking spot picked out already. That motherfucker.
Yeah, like you know who's gonna make this team already. And he wasn't one of those people that was like you could just pencil him in. Like
some of these motherfuckers walking in the camp. Some of these motherfuckers walking in the camp like, man, I might have to like play for Oakland or something after this. Like. I might end up.
He needs to be grateful. All right, we cutting you before training camp. Another team could pick you up. Because if he would have went through training camp and got cut, he would have had all the time. Like, you need to be happy. I'll be happy. Thank you for cutting me right now. At least I got some time to go to somebody else. Man.
They gonna learn today. That's all you got, brother?
Yeah, that's it, man.
All right, appreciate it, man. I just want to let everybody know, man, that me and Hunter Grant have these banters often, during the season, like the kind of show that you getting right now. The regular season gonna be just like that, man. We're gonna be dropping blogs, and we're gonna be dropping film, and we're gonna be dropping these live streams. It's gonna be lit when the season get here, man. So be sure y'all.
It's definitely gonna be lit. It's definitely gonna be lit, people.
Be sure you tune in. Appreciate it, Hunter Grant.
No doubt, man.
He already like platinum as fuck. He can't get no more platinum. He got all the chains. Shit. Mitchell so platinum, his ass called twice. What's up, Mitch?
Hey, man, what's happening, man?
You just wanted to call back to try to let platinum out?
I was watching the show. I didn't expect to even get in, man. But to be honest with you,
because you're platinum now. Because you're platinum now. That's how you got in. But go ahead.
Oh, man, you boss. You boss.
What up, though? What's wrong?
But what I was getting in on is Austin. Why the fuck not Austin?
Because
I still can't get this, man.
I'll tell you.
I know Austin costs less, but Austin is a bust.
I tell you what, Austin's going to be very valuable in terms of kick return, punt return for us. And he's going to give us a valuable jet sweep guy. He's going to be a valuable pre-snap motion guy. He can be a valuable vertical guy. So I think Tavon Austin gives you a little bit of value there.
I really hope so. Like I trust your opinion, man. I've been watching you for fucking years, and like since fucking you went on the bus ride.
Yeah. Huh? Well, the bus ride. Which time? Which one?
Well, with Mike or.
Huh? Oh yeah, okay, I got you. Yeah, the bus ride with Mike and them. Yeah, boy, Mike, boy, that bus ride, man. Let me ask you something. So I'm over here sipping Happy Juice. What you sipping on over there?
Well, I ain't gonna lie, I've been sipping a little too much.
Clearly, shit.
No, but this is the first time I've been able to actually get on with you, man.
That motherfucker say, look, I ain't gonna lie to you. We know. Oh man, I appreciate you, man. Did you want to call in and do the Yup challenge or something? Did you want to do a Yup?
A Yup challenge? What exactly is that?
Okay, so
I don't.
Okay, so if you want to say something, but you want to make it sound a lot more profound, you got to put "I tell you what" in front of it, and you got to put "yup" behind it. So watch this. I tell you what. Just because they're in the bed don't mean they sleep. Yep. You know what I'm saying? Hello?
I'm hearing you on TV right now.
Cut me off. You on the phone.
Hold on. I tell you what.
Huh?
They better pay fucking Dak. They better pay Zeke Elliott or the Cowboys are done.
Yeah.
Does that work?
Yeah, but you gotta say yup at the end. You gotta be like, yep. Yep. All right. Appreciate it, Mitch. Go to bed, man. Good night.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I misrepresented myself.
Nah, you good. Look, you good. You good, man. Appreciate it, because I know Ray the Bob will call this thing and he'll be drunk as hell too. Appreciate you, dog. That boy's like, motherfucker, Dak better get paid and Zeke, yeah. Say yep. Yep. If anybody else want to call in with the Yup challenge, y'all can feel free to do so. Let me see if I can make this work. I found the interview from D-Law's agent, David Cantor, and I had it. And he was talking about Stephen Jones and how much of a gangster Stephen Jones was. So let's see if I can put this in the situation, and if I cannot, then I totally apologize and I take it all back. But well, let's see what's going on. Let's see what we can get here. Play, motherfucker. That boy said, yeah. Yeah.
Joining us now on the Ben and Skin Show is the agent for DeMarcus.
Chatbox, can y'all hear this?
David Cantor. How you doing today, David?
I'm doing excellent. Thanks for having me on.
Oh, man, we really appreciate you taking the time.
Can y'all hear this, Chatbox?
Biting our fingernails as these negotiations were going on. Luckily, the Cowboys and DeMarcus Lawrence end up coming to an agreement. You guys got things worked out, and he's going to be a Cowboy for a long time with a lot of money in his pocket. But for a while there, it was looking like maybe this thing was going to go south. How worried were you, and at what point were you the most worried that a deal was not going to happen between DeMarcus and the Cowboys?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if worried.
I'm seeing y'all say that y'all can't hear out your left ear. I can't hear out mine either, so. But if y'all can hear it, then whatever.
Would be the proper term. You know, I don't really worry. My job is to stay calm and cool and collected through the whole thing. Certainly going all the way back to 2017, you know, when we thought, hey, maybe the Cowboys will reach out to us before the season's over and talk about a long-term extension, you know, prior to putting the franchise tag on us, and then that didn't happen. And then this year, having, you know, been at probably, I don't know, 10 or 12 different events between Frisco and Oxnard, and then games on the road and at home, and no conversations happening, you always get a little concerned that maybe it's not in the cards and that the team is going to that he eats a second tag like he did last year. Although we had no intentions on doing that, you obviously you lose your leverage at some point in time. I think the date's July 15th or 16th this year. And so when we were able to get on the conference call and get things worked out and really have DeMarcus and Steven in an open and honest atmosphere and both put their hearts out there on the line with me kind of bouncing things off of them and feedback, we changed our stance, they changed their stance, and we're blessed and excited to be back and have this thing behind us.
You know, I'm curious because I feel like I've heard it characterized different ways. Really, the final 24 hours, even kind of beginning on that Thursday, how did the whole Steven reaching out to DeMarcus thing happen?
I actually thought it would be a good idea to do. I mentioned it to Steven once we kind of reached our impasse, as he described it, and felt like sometimes you need to get a fresh perspective on things. And I felt if there was going to be no deal, or there was going to be a deal, there's going to be a trade, or hey, we're not going to give you your money that you think you're worth, and we're going to, make you play under a second tag. There should be some communication between the player and management, and there was a little bit of a deadline in my mind. I felt like once the team was back in the building in OTAs, and you've got the coaching staff all back together, and you've got the hot boys all back together, they're going to start texting DeMarcus. They're going to start calling DeMarcus saying, come on, man, get in here. And, he's got a lot of friends and a lot of family in that building that have influence on him in a positive way. But at the same time, I'm trying to accomplish something to take care of him and his family for generations. And so sometimes those things are conflicted. What Tyrone Crawford wants for his best friend versus what Rod Marinelli wants for his player are not always necessarily the same things. And so, I had an idea that, hey, the pressure will get a little bit more intense once guys are in the building come whatever it is, April 11th.
So basically, like you can hear him talking, like he's saying, "Oh, I'm about to host Steven." You know what I'm saying? Shit, boy, when his teammates get around, we gonna put some pressure on them, and we gonna be like, "Hey, man, they gotta pay D-Law now. I'm about to host Steven." That's basically what he's saying. David Cancer, this is D-Law's agent, talking about how he tried to host Steven, and that shit probably ain't even work like that.
April 12th, I think the date was, earlier this week, or I guess it was a couple days ago, so whatever that date was. And so in my mind and in our minds, Brian and I, who works with me, we talked to DeMarcus and talked to Sasha and talked to Jamie and his inner circle about kind of our time frame and when we thought we should try to push this thing. And once the owners' meetings came out and, rumors started to leak that I'm the worst guy in the world and I don't know what I'm doing and DeMarcus should get a different agent and all this other nonsense, which was completely untrue, and that the Cowboys and our relationship had soured so much that it might be irreparable, all this nonsense that always happens during these high-stakes negotiations. I was like, look, let's get on a call. Let's get you, me, and Steven on a call, and either let's get moving forward or let's get moving backwards, but at least we'll have a stance and we'll know where both sides stand.
Yeah, we were hearing all that too, and we were wondering how that even played into this or how it would even come about. So was there ever any real contention, or is there any dislike there between the parties? Does any of that even matter?
One, no, it doesn't matter. And two, no, there isn't. I mean, Steven and I think we've known each other 22 or 23 years, and I think he's been in his role with the Cowboys for almost 30, and I've been an agent for 23. We've had a lot of great nights, and we've had a lot of deals and a lot of doings together. And just like any other business relationship, you're trying to maximize your clients' earnings. That's my job. That's what I get paid to do. And the Cowboys are trying to put everything together in the piece of the puzzle that they have to, because they have other needs and wants, and they've got to put together a 90-man roster. And Steven, I think, said it best at the press conference, which was, I told that to DeMarcus, and DeMarcus was like, well, Steven, I don't really care. That's not my job. My job's to take care of my job as a football player and make sure that my agent takes care of me. And Steven's like, no, I understand that, but I just wanted to make sure that we were all on the same page. And I think that one thing unique about my relationship with the Cowboys is I think they always have appreciated my honesty. And at some point in time, honesty doesn't vibe well with trying to get a deal done, right? I'm giving you my numbers, I'm laying it out there, and I'm giving the feedback directly to the player, which is my job. But sometimes you wish that maybe you could soft shoe it, so to speak. And so that's not really my kind of the way I've operated for the last 23 years. I tell the truth to the player, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. And sometimes it means that the team doesn't like them or doesn't want them, and that wasn't the case with DeMarcus. They were clear from day one that they loved him, they needed him, and they wanted him. But it's a dollars and cents deal, and it's billionaires versus millionaires, and you have to be cognizant of that.
Talking to David Cantor, the agent for DeMarcus Lawrence here on the Ben and Skin Show, 105.3 The Fan. As far as the inner workings go, I'm way more familiar with NBA contracts and their collective bargaining agreement than the NFL's. But in looking at the NFL's...
Boy, do we wish we had those.
So that's what I was going to say. I think the NFL system's ridiculous. And so my question is for you as a man who works within this system.
Time out. We got a call. Let's see what this call is talking about. Oh, let's see what they're talking. Let's see what... 903, what's that? Who it is?
This is Jordan.
What up, Jordan? What you got for the show?
It's my first time calling in or whatever, but
hey, what's up?
It's just interesting that a lot of people want to focus on the offense or whatever. You want to sign your horses like Dak, Coop, Zeke, but let's think about all the times where we had a great offense, but our defense was shit. So why don't we put that same energy into signing, our guys like Byron and Jalen? We got to have our cornerstones for our defense, or if not, we're going to end up at the same place we were back in, 2013, whatever, when we were like 32nd in the league and we had Rob Ryan as a DC.
Sure.
We had some players, but, our defense was still shit. That's really all I had to say. I just wanted to get your thoughts on that.
I think it's mostly because the offensive players are just up to be paid. Like D. Law was the first person to get paid, and he's a defender, and it's just because he was up first, and it's just that the next few guys just happen to be offensive players, Dak, Zeke, and Amari. But when it's time to pay Jalen and Byron, then I'm sure we'll have that conversation about those guys too.
Okay. The only thing that makes me nervous about waiting on Jalen is I feel like he's about to have an all-pro year. And then I've been reading where Bobby Wagner is about to get this rich contract, which Bobby Wagner, that's a grown-ass man, but still, I just don't want to have to break the bank when you can kind of finagle your way into signing him for a lesser price right now.
Yeah. Okay, now I appreciate it, man. I feel you. Have a good one, fam.
All right, man. Take it easy, bro.
Yes, sir. I just plugged you in platinum, so next time you call in, you ain't got to wait too long. So if y'all want to call in and respond to anything that we said, or any chance I can call in and get my sure numbers on the screen, numbers in the description, numbers. Oh, time. What's up, Brand?
I tell you what, just because she a receiver, don't mean she run routes. Yep.
Yep.
Oh man,
That's a good. Appreciate it.
No.
Okay, go ahead.
I tell you what, she might drive a car, but she might not ride. Yep. Oh, I got a million of them. Oh my God. Oh shit. Oh shit. Okay.
Wait.
This one true in real life. Hold on, I got another one.
Okay.
I tell you what, you can make a baby and a man happen with the same thing. Titties. Yep.
What? Kill the phone. Kill the phone. Wait. Time out. Huh. Wait. Okay, listen. I'll tell you what. Just because you got a big man to pay your electricity bill, don't mean that he's light. Yep.
Oh man.
Okay.
Hey, this one go out to Mitch.
Okay, go. Oh shit. Okay, go ahead.
I tell you what, money might not make the world go round, but it can fill my glass.
Wait. I got one for Mitch. Wait, listen. You ready? I got one for Mitch. I'll tell you what. Mitch may be drinking. Never said he was thirsty. Yep.
Okay. All right, I got another one.
Okay, last one.
All right. I tell you what, a blind man will stare at that ass.
I'll leave it. Brandon, gotta go. You gotta leave. Okay, time out. Oh shit. God damn. Johnny from North Carolina, what's up?
I'll tell you what.
What's up?
The only thing better than a Cowboys Super Bowl is 2 Cowboys Super Bowl.
Yep. I tell you what. You want to know what's better than 2 Cowboys Super Bowls? A few Cowboys Super Bowls. Yep. There you go. Y'all call in with your yup challenge. Appreciate it, Johnny from North Carolina. Call in with your yup challenge. Oh man, that's top tier. If y'all if y'all have an entry to the Yup Challenge, y'all can call into the show 515-606-5187, access code 309-104. It's in the description. It's on the screen. Or if y'all want to call in and talk about Hooper, I said Hooper, not even Cooper. Hurns. You want to talk about Hurns and Hurns and Stephen Jones. Y'all can do so. Let me get back to this audio and gallivant with the chat box real quick until y'all call in. Then we'll get back to the phone.
One, do you like working within the system? And 2, if not, how do you fix it?
Wow. I mean, we could go on for months, not even hours, on how you fix it. But certainly, I think that the game has suffered dramatically since the 2011 CBA. I think that just because rosters are able to get younger and therefore cheaper, you diminish the value and the quality of the brand of football. The middle class has, in essence, evaporated. The Cowboys fans know J.J. Wilcox and Benson Mayowa, both former Cowboys players. J.J.'s still on the street, and Benson just had to take a below-market value deal with the Raiders specifically because teams don't want to sign veteran players that are in their 27 to 30-year group if they could lose their compensatory picks. And that's a new mechanism as of last year that the league.
Wait, listen. 512, what's that? Who it is?
Hey, it's Scott. I Open-Minded Movement. How are y'all?
What's that, Scott? Well, we cool over here. What you got for the show?
Well, I just wanted to give my kind of, stance on Alan Hurns. He definitely was, off the field, he was definitely a good guy, no doubt.
Sure.
There's no question about it. But on the field, he wasn't really that good. I mean, he had maybe a few okay catches here and there, but honestly, he didn't really seem to do much. And honestly, he didn't really seem to step it up that much when Cooper, was when we acquired him. And you would think that maybe, hey, this is a lie. I better get my gaming gear and do something. And he had maybe like one good catch in that Giants game. I believe it was like 40-plus yards, I think, in the very final game.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, and not only that, it was pretty much a cap casualty. You have some young guys that have some speed and the ability to separate, and Hurns was kind of slow and really couldn't get much separation, in all honesty. But but yeah, I just wanted to give my thoughts on that, and also that code before the previous guy, he was talking about how we should definitely build some cornerstones for our defense. That cap money could definitely be useful to sign our defensive members and probably, lock up Dak, Cooper, and Zeke,
Mm-hmm.
And we got to start building for the future, sign, our cornerstone players, like I said before, Dak, Zeke, and Cooper are pretty much the cornerstones of the offense, and you have Jalen, Byron, and gosh, who else? Probably someday down the road, Tristan Hill, if he performs like he should.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. Great call, Scott. I just plugged you in platinum. Appreciate you.
No problem. Take care, man. Bye-bye.
Yeah. We got, I don't even know if I spelled this right, but Spinny JP. Is that right? Spinny JP?
Yeah.
Shit, what's good? What's good, Spinny?
I'm looking right at you, baby. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay. It's me calling from the Brookhaven town, baby.
Okay. Mississippi, stand up.
All right, I got a question for you.
Okay.
Do you think we have enough on this roster and coaching staff to make it to the bowl?
I'm sorry, say that one more again.
Do you think we have enough on this team and with this coaching staff to make it to the bowl?
I do. We were good enough to make it to the conference championship last year. Then we added guys. I think we upgraded in a lot of spots. I think we upgraded at OC, at slot receiver, at we got help at like depth in certain places, O-line, D-line, or whatever. So yeah, I think we got enough guys to win a Super Bowl. Yeah.
What is our weakest position? That will hurt us in the playoffs.
Our weakest position, in my opinion, is like, shit, I don't know, strong safety, I guess.
Okay. Do you see us being maybe Atlanta or the Rams?
The Atlanta Rams. What about them?
Atlanta or the Rams?
Do you think we can beat those teams?
Yeah.
Well, we beat Atlanta and we almost beat the Rams, so I think we can beat anybody. Yeah.
Well, who you see us playing in the NFC Championship game?
I don't know. I don't know when it happens, but I mean, I don't know. Cowboys and the Saints or something. I don't know.
Oh, the Saints?
Yeah.
All right. I just wanted to check with you, man. I still think we're a linebacker away from getting there, but we're gonna revisit this back in November.
I ain't spinning JP. I think we got plenty of LBs, but I got you, famo. Appreciate it. Every time Spinning JP call in, he always say we got a linebacker problem. We ain't got that. Boy, Mitchell called in 3 times. What's up, Mitchell?
What's happening?
What's up? Again. Yeah.
First of all, we can beat them goddamn Rams. I mean, that is a joke. That is a joke. That's a one-time happening, Captain.
Uh-huh. Talk to him.
I know I'm sauced up.
Talk to him.
I know y'all made fun of me But you know what? That's cool. That's cool. That's cool.
I tell you what, just because we make it fun, don't mean we telling jokes. Yep.
No, you're telling the truth. But no, for real. I think our Cowboys is gonna make the damn thing.
Yeah.
I don't know how they wouldn't. Unless we have the dreaded injuries.
We got what now? What'd you say we got?
We have the dreaded injuries that come in effect, but unfortunately, we have Sean Lee out there on the, and I don't know how I feel about that. How do you feel, Sean Lee on the left?
Sean Lee's gained a little bit of weight, and he can play anywhere. I just think he's more.
I believe it. I believe it 110%. But
sure. Yeah.
And then I don't know. I'm gonna get off on here before I make a fool of myself.
I appreciate it,
you, bro.
I appreciate it, man. Since you've been drinking, put something in the super chat and the Patreon, and we can chill later. I appreciate you, bro.
Oh well, definitely happy.
That's my man. My man. We got 2 more calls. We'll probably wrap up after this. 812. What's happening? Who this?
Hey, Voch, it's Adam. What's going on, man?
What's good, brother? What you got for the show?
Not much. Hey, let me tap into your expertise. I'm going to talk about the O-line here.
Let's do it.
All right. Of the undrafted free agents, we got Mitch Hyatt.
Mm-hmm.
We got Brandon Knight.
Mm-hmm.
We got Larry Allen Jr.
Mm-hmm.
Any of those guys making the practice squad? If so, who do you think? And is that the same answer as who has the most potential?
I think, and this could be a little contrary to to people's thoughts or whatever. I think Brandon Knight might be the best of the 3 guys you just named. But it's kind of interesting because he's the least named out of all of them. So if Brandon Knight plays well and you can just kind of fit him in the practice squad and nobody will notice it and just kind of give him a year to develop, I would like that a lot. The problem with Mitch Hyatt, you can't put Mitch on practice squad because somebody will take him from you. So you got to force Mitch to play and compete. That might be a little. That may be a little weird for Mitch this early on in the campaign because we got some guys that can really play tackle. Larry Allen Jr., I foresee him using his degree and not playing football very much.
Right on. One quick question, I'll hang up and listen.
Mm-hmm.
Looking at the schedule, everybody's saying it looks pretty easy starting the year off. Do you see us going 3-4-0? And if so, how long does it take till people start making assumptions where this could be our year?
See, I think the opposite. I think we have a very difficult schedule, but I think we could beat everybody on it because I just feel that good about my team. Buffalo ranked high in defense last year. The Jets got a pretty good. They had a pretty good defense last year, and they added some extra guys. So I'm not really sleeping on them. We're gonna beat the shit out of the Giants and the Redskins. I feel that way. We probably beat the shit out of the Dolphins too. But the Saints are a good team. The Eagles got to play them twice. The Bears, the Rams, the Patriots, the Lions will probably give us a good fight too. I'm not necessarily saying that we have an easy, easy go at it. The Vikings couldn't get it figured out last year because they had a few pieces missing, but as a whole, that's a very violent team, like a very violent, talented defense or whatever. So I'm not just gonna say that it's an easy schedule. It's some easy teams on there, but it's some gangsters on there too. However, I do think we can win all those games. We just got to lose a few of them because, that's football.
All right, man. I appreciate your dedication.
Yes, sir. What's your name?
Adam. This is my second time calling.
All right, Adam. I'm going to plug you in platinum this time so I know when you call it next time.
All right. Have a good one, boss.
Yes, sir. La da 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 da. Dave, what's happening?
What's up, boss? What's good?
Man, I'm good. What's good with you?
I tell you what.
What's happening?
Jacksonville let Hurns go. So did we. I hope he gets his money elsewhere. Yup.
Yeah, that's real talk. That's real talk. Hey, look, I hope he get his money, but we can't get it to you, partner. We can't do it.
That's right.
You goddamn right, Dave. That was a good one. I appreciate you, bro.
Yeah, I appreciate you too. Salute.
Yeah. Dave say, look, I can't do it, fam. I'm sorry. You can't get it from us. It's probably the last call if we wrap this thing up. Call my girl or something. 252, what's happening? Who this?
This TP from NC, Voch. What's up with it?
Hey, TP, what's good, man?
Nothing much. Hey, Doski Woski.
This a new phone or something?
No, no, they don't do phone, baby. They don't do phone, but look here. Look here. Hey, Alan had to go, baby. He had to go. You know what I'm saying? We got to make room. We got to pay folks. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It is what it is.
We got to pay folks, baby. Hey, we loaded. We loaded. Hey, it's Super Bowl, baby. It's Super Bowl this year. That's just all it is to it.
You know,
if Conor McGregor, all them cats, we're going to take everybody's damn lunch. We're gonna do it.
You know,
it's just all it is.
You know, if we would have let go of Hurns and we really needed him, then I'd be a little more angry. I'd be a little more head scratchy or whatever.
I feel you.
But we got guys, like we've been saying so long, who we gonna cut, who's not gonna make the team. Like we've been talking about that for a while. So it's just interesting that it happened this early. They ain't even let that boy get on the plane, but they ain't let that boy. They said, "Hold on, man."
I give him a B+ for his dedication. You know what I'm saying? I give him a B+ for his dedication. He helped us out a lot.
That boy said,
"It's a business, baby. It's a business."
That boy said, "Hold on, man. Hang tight a little bit. Let them get on the plane, and you just kind of hang out at the cafeteria for a little bit, and we'll let you know." They told that boy to go to the lounge. What's up?
I ain't gonna hold you a Voch.
I appreciate it, TP. Hey man, look, when the season get back going, call in some more so we can get them good classic post game shows like we did, man.
We got you. Hey, I got you, baby. I got you. But look here. Mm-hmm. Hey, I feel this thing, Voch. Mm-hmm. I said it a couple of years ago. I said we getting close. Mm-hmm. We getting close. We getting close. I feel that thing this year, baby.
Yeah.
We going. If we can stay healthy, we going.
We gonna go and we gonna win that thing. Appreciate you, brother. Thanks for calling in.
Yeah, right. All right, Voch.
Yes, sir. Shit, boy. Hey, man, if you're a Cowboy fan and you don't feel good about this roster, you ain't got a soul. Let me go ahead and mute this thing. You ain't got a soul if you're a Cowboy fan and you don't feel good about this roster, man. We had a pretty good show today. A pretty long show, I feel like. I don't know exactly how long it was. Let me click the button and see how long I've been on this thing. Let's see. No, that ain't right. An hour, 30 minutes now, because I started at 9. Shit. I mean, we started at, I started at 8. So, yeah, hour, 30 minutes. Okay, cool. So, 8 o'clock. Cool. Yeah, so we had a pretty good show, hour, 30 minutes. We got that in, got some good information, some good takes, some great calls. The Yup Challenge is always going to be, fantastic and infamous or whatever. Something I would love to do is, whenever we win games and I'm doing these post-game shows, to play a lot more of the Yep Challenge. That'll be fun. Listen, y'all, if you are a $10 patron or more, you have a very first-come, first-serve type of opportunity to run over to Patreon now, go over to that link, and put your email on that Patreon registration page or whatever. Put your email on there, and when me and Nene set up the fantasy league or whatever, we'll get y'all in, and we'll probably do the draft around like August or something, like mid-August, late August maybe, or something like that. As if you're a $10 plus patron or something. So make sure y'all don't miss that and tune in. If we don't get enough $10 patrons, then we'll open the door up for the $5 and $1 patrons or whatever. And if we ain't got enough after that, then we'll open that damn thing up to anybody. But I don't really anticipate it getting that far into the process. So y'all know how that go. But I appreciate everybody for tuning in. Even if y'all, even if you can't support via Patreon or PayPal or Cash App, y'all just supporting by hanging around in the chat box, hanging around, making the show dope, liking the page, calling on the phone, watching my blog that I did earlier. It's a lot of things y'all can do. it's a lot of things y'all can do to kind of make this thing work. Yo, Voch, you need a new monitor? If you do, I got one for you if you pay for shipping. Yeah, man, hit me up. Shit, hit me up. We can make this thing work. Whatever little help we can get from this thing, make it work. Chef D 2010. Email me, VochLombardi@gmail.com. Hit my email, and that's in the description somewhere, and we'll figure it out. Shit, if y'all got a camera, shit, we can do that too. The PayPal is in the description as well. Vochi63@gmail.com. What I want to do, what my next move is, let me go to OBS so I can show y'all what I'm doing. So when I did my blog today, this is my big fancy light that I did with my blog or whatever. It shines bright like a diamond. There's my happy juice. And here's my camera here. That's my kitchen over there. But here's my camera here. What I want to do is my camera, the audio on the camera sounds like I'm far away. It sounds like this when I'm talking on the camera. But I want my blogs to sound like this when I'm talking on the camera. So what I want to do, my next set of donations, I want to put that towards a microphone I can plug into the camera so we can get better audio at that thing. So even when I'm doing the white marker board stuff, or I'm doing these blogs that I plan on doing a lot more of with just these think pieces and reactions and stuff like that, we want that audio quality to match up as good as the visual quality and the editing and stuff like that. All right. So all the links you need are in the description. $King Lombardi for the Cash App. Vochi63@gmail.com is the PayPal. All those links are in the description. And Super Chat here too. I mean, if y'all want to go that route, cool. Whatever y'all want to do, whatever y'all do to support me, man, I big salute to y'all, man. But with that being said, I'm about to lay down and call my girl or something. Y'all hold it down for the Doski Woski. The Peasky Whiskey costs you nothing. Peace.